It's an interesting idea on how to include junior rugby players who have keen interest in rugby, especially with all these strict measures put in place through the Ministry of Education. And of course, lucky for rugby, FRU is there with their own usual policies and protocols that they have in place that allows people to continue playing the sport under the program. Can you just talk about the Escott Shield, Junior Escott Shield competitions that Suva Rugby Union has in mind?
Right. Yeah, thank you, Sol. A couple of weeks back, we had a few expression of interest from a few clubs, and I think the Suva Rugby Union Executive Committee has also been planning a concept for the Junior Escott Shield. Given that the Vodafone Deans competition has been called off this year due to COVID-19, I think the Suva Rugby Union has worked in partnership with several of our clubs and also with several parents that are very keen and interested to run a junior escort shield competition. So this year we're starting with the under 14 and under 16 grades with the intention to give players, especially our young ruggers, a chance to come on and display their rugby skills and also build their team spirit and camaraderie. So for us, this competition is not really about winning, but it's more about building that character for our young budding rugby players, given that they've had a long layover from last year, and given our views from the last 3 rounds that we've had warm-up matches, we're seeing a really big interest that's there in the Suva community. So we have a total of about 5 clubs that have confirmed their interest. We have the Lomaiviti Rugby Club juniors, we have the Rewanga juniors, we have the USP Barbers juniors, and we also have police. I think those are the kids from the Nasova barracks, and we also have the Harlequins that covers the Samambula and Howell Road areas. So this week will be the 4th week of preparations, warm-up games that we're giving to these clubs, and hopefully by next week we'll have the full set of teams that who would have expressed the interest, and then we'll be running with the competition proper beginning from next week onwards. And this program is run concurrently with the Fiji Rugby Union together with the Get Into Rugby program. And I think it's a really good program that's been going to engage our young children to go out and spend time outside of their homes and play rugby and show off their talents, as well as build the teamwork and camaraderie that we're trying to build for our youths for a better tomorrow.
So 5 teams that have registered. How many teams are actually looking forward to register for this competition, and how long is the competition going to be going for?
We're actually trying to register. We're looking at our ideal number would be 8 clubs. So we're left with 3. There's three other clubs that have shown some sort of interest but have not yet declared their full interest. So we're waiting for them to come forward, but we would like to have 8 teams so that we can have 2 pools of 4 teams, and then we'll run it in a pool format for those 2 pools. Unfortunately, we're not able to run an under 18 competition due to the fact that the year 12 and year 13s will be having the external examinations. So that's the reason why the executive committee has decided to only run under 14 and 16 competition, taking into mind that education is also a key factor for our children's future moving forward.
Probably a message to parents on how they can actually involve, get their children who love rugby to get involved with probably the closest clubs.
I think the concept behind that is that we're trying to have students to train in their wherever their homes are, or in their community-based teams. So we have teams such as Rewanga, Lomaiviti, who's based in Rewai, Harlequins, who's based in Samambula. We're also trying to rope in Nambua. I think there's a big group of youths that are there as well. So the concept behind that is to get them to be community-based and also to build the kids' loyalty to that club, so that as the years go on, they'll progress through the ranks, and then maybe in a few years' time, they'll be representing those clubs, and then moving on to provincial honours for Suva and also for national duties for our Flying Fijians. So we're planning to run this competition over a total of 8 weeks, and then we will have the grand final, which we're trying to combine together with FRU's Hood rugby program. They'll be running a annual competition as well for that in December. So we're trying to merge the two to have it both for the tag rugby as well as the Junior Escott Shield competition this year.
Ya, no tomaron